And I did make a video earlier on about my corona. Well, I just had a test. Even though I felt like my corona was gone. It's like an urge that I felt that it was gone. Well, I have some brilliant good news about my test. So apparently I'm going to compare my two tests together. Well, apparently my first one got chipped in the bin, so I can't compare that one. But the last test I had before it, which was my second test, well, actually, hang on a second. Let me just move my sisters out the way before I reveal that one. Um, yeah. So apparently I've got my two tests right here. So that one I'll get in a bit. So this one was my second test. Unfortunately, that was apparently the last one I took. Before the one I took today. So this one basically did have a fate sort of line at first, but it's apparently sure that it was going. So that was the last one I had. Well, that was apparently my second test, as in show it was going. Now the one I apparently got today is my final test. And I'm negative. Yay! I just have one line right there to show I'm negative, so that's a good sign. I don't have the corona anymore. I'm happy. I'm glad that now I should be able to go out since I'm negative. Um, so I'm extremely happy about it, unfortunately. Um, so Right. So the last thing I'm going to show is some bad news for my sister, though. She still has the corona, unfortunately. Oh. So apparently she still has it. At this point, she still has the two lines. She got tested today. This is hers. Um, yeah. So apparently, compare the two. Yeah. So this is mine today. One line. This is my sister's today. Two lines. So hers is positive and mine is negative. So I'm able to go out. She isn't at this point. Until she tests negative, and when she tests negative, then she can go out. But so yeah, she's apparently still sort of getting better, but yeah. Um, But me, I'm extremely lucky. I felt it was going. I was getting no coughing symptoms. I was getting no sneezing or whatever. No, like no runny noses. And another thing I noticed was I was starting to get snot in my nose again. That was a sign that my corona is going. Um, Unfortunately. And it's gone. I'm happy. Um, yeah. So so apparently the next time I probably will get corona again will be my second time though. But it won't be as bad as it was. I've had this for over a week now, this corona, and it did cause me a lot of stress. Because the first couple of days I did start out with you know what I mean? As in with the voice change of the voice and a couple of coughs there and there, such. So yeah. So good news to me. I get a round of applause for that. Yeah. So now I'll be able to break the news to my nana and such that I've tested negative now. That means I won't be bedbound to the house for longer. So that means I can finally get out of the house for fresh air and such. So I mean that's good news for me. Yeah. So I'm very, very happy. Um, yeah, so I'm very, very happy right now. Very, 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 very happy. So I'm guessing the drinks with the sugar in it got rid of my cold a lot quicker. I think. because the Coca-Cola seemed to be working. Getting on my cold, the orange helped as well. The water and stuff like that actually helped as well. The drinks with honey in it. Um, Even though I felt like it was slow at times, but it was helping my symptoms or whatever. It definitely was sort of fighting it off. Um, because at first my body didn't know what to do with a cold because it had never recognized it before. Um, but it managed to fight it off in over a week, which is not that bad. So as soon as my antibodies or whatever noticed apparently started to identify the virus and whatever and they started to fight it off rather quickly once it started. Because when I usually get a normal cold, they basically know what to deal with that cold because, it's one of those colds that you get and you're like, and they probably think, yep, okay, I've seen this cold before, I can fight this off because we're all strong, we're all like a big, massive, giant army. But when it saw the corona, though, in my body, it was like, I don't know what to do with this virus. What should I do? What should I do? How should I defeat it? Um, so, um, this is how I could think about the antibodies in my system or whatever. Like, say for example, you have an army, right? There's one that doesn't know what to do at all in the situation. Um, which really thing would be like the general or something. And then you have like a science nerd come in the army, and then tell the general that this virus is dangerous. Um, and then the general's like, okay, it's dangerous. What's it dangerous for? And then apparently the scientist is like kind of like a version of Doc Brown. It's like, right, Scott, it wants to infect everything it touches. It's more dangerous than the average cold. And then apparently they all get the cavalry. Yeah, they all like put a bunch of armor and stuff like that, and hazard suits and whatever, and start crowding the virus. With a bunch of like battle axes and stuff like that. Which I could imagine what my immune system would be like. I think that's what my antibodies are like. I think as soon as they spot like a cold or whatever, they're like right straight in with the music. That's how I could see it happening. It's funny. Yeah, because that's how fast my cold usually goes away. So I can just imagine how it would be like with the antibodies. Just basically imagine like if it was like if they had like real instincts, like real like if they're like based on real sort of people or whatever. Yeah, that's how my body would respond, especially at a young age. Which is why my body is able to fight off a lot quicker. And I'm proud of it. So yeah. So I'm really proud of it and such, which is good. Well, so yeah. Um, so and by the way, also more good news. My nana's sister has recovered from COVID yesterday. According to what I heard, she no longer has corona, which is also more good news. So she got rid of it yesterday, and I got rid of it today. So I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. That makes me very, 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 very lucky. So that means I don't have to stay in the house all the time now, and just go out. Because again, I don't have it anymore. But unfortunately for Carla, she still has it, so she still has to, stay inside for the time being until she tests negative. Then she should be allowed outside the house. So yeah, it's pretty good news. So